If you enjoy having a little bit of fun with your binding, then this chunky cross-stitch binding might be just perfect for you, and it looks so cute on this striped binding. I'm using Pearl 8 cotton, which is in the middle here. There's also Pearl 5 cotton if you want something a little heavier, or Orifil 12 weight on the bottom if you want a more subtle look. I left off in one of my little blue stripes, so I'm going to peel back my binding. You can see where I tied off my thread, and I'm just going to begin anew. Since this selvage, this raw edge, will be covered with my binding, I don't need to worry about these tails. As long as they're tucked in there, no one will ever see them. I'm going to come up to begin stitching about the height of my X down on this white stripe. And now we're prepped to begin. From here, I'm going to place my needle down into the backing and a little bit of the batting of my quilt, and come up on the other side of that white stripe, about as far down as I began. And that forms the first leg of our X. Now we need our thread to come up here and complete our X. So I'm going to go into the backing, but instead of coming down, I'm going to move over to my blue stripe. So I am fishing my needle through to come up in the center of that blue stripe. And then we go back down into the batting again and come up where we began. Now, as we approach the corner, you are going to have to make some judgment calls because every corner will be different. So as I'm approaching this corner, I'm trying to decide which stitches, which X's I'm going to try to preserve. And it looks like I'm probably not going to get any X's here. So I am going to finish this X and do one tiny blue stripe stitch just to secure this. So I'm going to finish this little blue stitch, and then I'm going to dig deep into this corner. And I want to make a little X to close this miter. So I'm at one corner of my X, I'm going to go to the other and pop across that little mitered seam. And then I'm going to complete my X. And I want to set myself up to begin my pattern again going this way. So I'm going to come up to prep that blue stripe stitch. And now I can continue my pattern around. And from the front, it looks totally plain and normal. To finish off this thread, I am going to finish this blue stitch by going into the batting and backing, and then travel down into that raw edge of my quilt. And just do a little overhand knot here. Then I like to just run that thread through the backing a little bit more to hold it down. And then I'll be able to pick up where I left off. If you like it and you decide to use it, I would love to hear about it. And until next time, happy quilting!